let's start the week off with a bang by talking about the picks. Do you realize over the last 3 weekends we've gone, and this isn't with units or anything like that, because if you do the units, I mean, Mickey does that, the profit, and I mean, it's through the fucking roof. But over the last 3 weekends, we literally have gone 12 and 3, 11 and 5, and this past weekend, Friday to Sunday, 14, 7 and 1. That's 37, 15 and 1 just the last 3 weekends with our picks. I went 4 and 1 on Friday, 2 and 3 on Saturday, 4 and 1 on Sunday, yesterday, including 3 and 0 on profit plays, and 1 and 1 with the elites. I hit that Dodgers run line at plus 112, and I lost the Seattle run line. San Diego beat them, but that was the only game I got wrong. So Sunday, we went 3 and 0 with profit plays, 1 and 1 elites, 1 and 2 profit max plays, and 5 and 3 overall. That was 14, 7 and 1 Friday to Sunday. And the amazing weekends just keep stacking up. And people love betting on the weekends. And we're just killing it. So let's look at everything that went down on Sunday. And then we'll set you up for tonight, because tonight's going to be kick-ass. You got NBA and a Game 7 in hockey. The NBA game is Game 1 with the Spurs and Thunder. It doesn't get any better than that Western Conference final. All right, so here's what happened. The Cavs blew out the Pistons. You won't believe this story. So I'm sitting there watching The Boys, episode 6, season 5. I love that show. It's titties. And I waited till 8:15 because I knew that's how long it would take to get the Cavs-Pistons game started. That's when they start, exactly at around 8:15 Eastern. So I go to that game, and when I clicked watch, main broadcast, it was crickets. It was just a screen that was streaming nothing. And then I went and tried to do alternate broadcasts, everything. I got to the point where I was trying to get the Spanish broadcast of the fucking thing. I never saw 1 second of that fucking game. Prime fucked me over. I didn't get the game. I have Prime. I'm watching Boys on Prime. I watch all the games on Prime. I have every fucking streaming service, and the goddamn thing never worked. The whole night, I was losing my shit. I was swearing, I was cussing, I was ready to start throwing shit, and then I finally just gave up. I didn't watch it. I tried to watch the San Diego game, which I had, but I couldn't take that either. I'm watching Sheets hit bombs into the seats and right, and I had bet on Seattle. I was looking for a perfecto 5-0 day. And I was taking it in the ass in that game, so I didn't want to watch that either. So I fucking went to bed. That's how bad it was. 125-94 Cavs. Mitchell with 26. Jared Allen and Merrill each had 23. They dominated the game. I was watching it on my phone in terms of the progression of the game. The Cavs ousted the East top seed. They're going to face the Knicks. Game 1 will be tomorrow night at the Garden in New York. Evan Mobley had 21 and 12 rebounds for the Cavs, who advanced to the conference finals for the first time since 2018 and the 9th time in their team history. We'll get into all of it later, but Jenkins had 17, Cade Cunningham, Robinson each finished with 13. So in the biggest game, Game 7 on your home floor, they were 5-0 in Game 7s previously. Cade Cunningham put up 13. That's just not good enough. And I'll tell you another thing. Cavs did a great job. And we bet on the Cavs plus 4.5. And the profit had the over 6.5. And they both hit. So that's all that matters, right? I mean, bottom line. So let's not get into it too deeply, right? Let's go to the PGA Championship. We'll talk about that more later. Aaron Rybread, the British golfer, never won shit. He's won once on the tour, I think. He won the PGA Championship. He kicked everyone's ass on Sunday and finished at 9 under, 3 strokes better than everyone else. Alex Smalley had the lead after Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. He finished 3 back with John Rahm. That's all she wrote. Baseball, Tampa 6-3 over Miami. Caminero and Diaz homered for the Rays. They lead the Yankees in the East. And I think the lead, let's just look at the East. I think it's 3. They lead them by 3 games in the East. Atlanta 8-1 all over Boston. Riley a 3-run homer. Holmes went 6 scoreless innings for the Bravos in Hot Town. Baltimore beat Washington 7-3. Gunnar Henderson his 10th home run. Philly swept the Pirates 6-0. Harper again. Skeens got lit up. Gave up 5 earned runs. Cleveland 10-3 over Cincy. Manzardo homers twice for the Guardians. Toronto 4-1 over Detroit. Guerrero a home run. The Yankees were up 6-3 in the 9th with 2 outs down to their last swing. Taylor hits a 3-run bomb to left for the Mets, and then they win it in extras 7-6. Texas cashed a ticket for us with Uvalde 8-0. Berger hit a home run, drove in 4, and Uvalde was sharp. White Sox walk off the Cubs. They beat them 2 of 3 on the South Side, 9-8 in 10 innings. Cuero hit the game-ending homer. Minnesota 5-4 over Milwaukee. Ryan Jeffers hit a tie-breaking home run to lead the Twins. Kansas City cashed a ticket for us. They had lost 6 in a row. I bet on them anyway, plus money. Boom! 2-0. They beat St. Louis. Salvi Perez homered. And Arizona beat Colorado 8-6. Corbin Carroll, 2 home runs. San Francisco 10-1 over the A's. Bader, a grand slam. Breakfast second one's $1. Dodgers 10-1 over the Angels for the Freeway Series sweep. Sasaki goes 7 sharp. Ohtani had 3 hits. San Diego 8-3 over Seattle. Up in Seattle, Sheets homered twice. He was hitting bombs. Here's what's up for a Monday night. San Antonio and Oak City, game 1 on NBC at 8:30 of the Western Conference Finals. The champion Thunder are undefeated in the playoffs. They're laying 6.5, 219.5 is the total. Baseball, everything under the lights. Cleveland and Detroit, Ciccone and Valdez. Cincy and Philly, Lodolo and Painter. Atlanta and Miami, Richie Cunningham, and Oscar Mayer. Baltimore at Tampa, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood against Dirty Harry McClanahan. Mets at Nats, Scott against Irvin, Michael Irvin. Toronto at the Yankees, Corbin Burns against Weathers, Carl Weathers. Milwaukee and the Cubs, Sproat against Imanaga. Boston and Kansas City, Gray and Lugo. That one's at 7:40. So's the Milwaukee game. That Yankee game's at 7. Houston and Minnesota, 7:40. Amai against Rojas, 8:40. Texas and Colorado, Tipper Gore against Quintana. 9:38 A's and Angels, Ginn against Urena. 9:40 White Sox at Seattle, Schultz against Wu-Tang Clan. 9:40 Dodgers and Padres at Petco. It doesn't get any better than that rivalry. Yamamoto against he who would be king. And also at 9:40 San Francisco at Arizona. Robbie Ray against Gallen and Mill. Game 7 tonight at Chavalot Buffalo. Sabres and Canadians. It's been an absolutely wild series. And it's all or nothing tonight. Winner take all, loser goes home. It's 3-3, game 7, 5.5 the total. Buffalo's favored -122. It's time for Fast Forward Ferrall in Your Facial, where we do everything that matters and shit that doesn't matter. Jose Marino going back to Real Madrid, the legendary coach. They've agreed to everything verbally. He's going to sign it and go back to Real. That guy's one of the greats. I told you about Pep Guardiola this weekend. He's amazing at Man City. This guy Marino's done everything and is a badass going back to Real Madrid. Here we go. Some of the highlights. How about last night? Merrill from deep and the foul. Let's see if we can get it.
Harden gets it ahead. Settle in here. Merrill, no hesitation. He's got it! And the foul! A chance for 4. Sam Merrill.
Whoa, Sam Merrill getting involved and going deep. Here we go with Jose Altuve going on the IL. A grade 2 left oblique strain. Let's go inside the Cavs locker room after the win last night, shall we?
25 buses. And we heard it, and like that mattered, Dan. Like that, like what's great about this is that the little stuff matters.
It was an incredible day. We had this team for 22 years. It was so far my second favorite day.
What do you got, Don?
Jared Allen, dog. Hell yeah.
We come out with that force. We just gotta find a way to do it when our backs aren't against the wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all see it. It's there, and it starts with me.
Spider.
We do that. We're tough to beat on any given night, even if shots aren't going in. So, like, that's the blueprint. Let's just make sure we don't have to get punched in the face before we respond like that. You know?
Your leadership this year, think
Kenny
back.
Atkinson.
17 and 16, house is starting to fall down, and you carried us on the court every night, 35 and 10. Like, you elevated our young guys. You're out there playing with young guys because Sam's out, Evan's out. We had a lot of injuries, and we turned to you. We never celebrate you in these things. You don't want that. You don't want the praise. But tonight, you deserve the praise.
Yeah, but like we didn't just come here just to do this. Right? You know what I'm saying? So like till tomorrow till we land, enjoy, and then we go from there. All right?
What do you got, Don?
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
I mean, how about the Cavaliers? That was basically Spida, Kenny Atkinson, and even right in there, Dan Gilbert, the owner, who bussed 25 buses of fans to Detroit for the game and bought them tickets and gave them drinks. Like the whole deal, they had a happy hour. Gavin Sheets on his 6-game road trip. He hit 625, 4 home runs, 739 OBP, and a 1438 slugging. You got to be kidding me. It doesn't matter that I bounce around either. Get used to it. It's been 34 years since the Cavs last reached the Eastern Conference Finals without LeBron James. So 1992 was when they did that. And Harden's going to the conference finals for the first time since his 2018 MVP season. The NFL owners are expected to vote tomorrow at the spring league meetings on Nashville hosting the Super Bowl in 2030. They're going to give a Super Bowl to Nashville. There you go. So Aaron Rybread wins a major. The 14-year pro gets the Ferrall Maker trophy. He was incredible. Here's some baseball highlights. Harrison Bader's grand slam for the Giants in Sacramento.
20 of those myself. Down the right field line. And it is out of here. And listen to these fans here in Sacramento.
Sellout.
It's a grand slam.
A grand slam breakfast is always nice. Yannick Sinner enters the French Open at Roland Garros, undefeated on clay following his win in the Italian Open over Rude. I love this. A deranged lover slits his girlfriend's throat inside a New York City home and then lounges on the sofa. Cuts her throat, kills her, and then chills out, has a drink, watches some, golf. How about this one? Cubs and White Sox, the end of it, walk-off style on the south side. Let's see if we can get this.
Carroll sends this one deep to left center. Back it goes. Let's go! Edgar Carroll leaves it off in the 10th. That's how you break out of the slump.
Your boy just won the game and beat the Cubs. What could be better for him? Police in Austin, Texas are investigating multiple random shootings in the city on Saturday and Sunday. 10 shootings were reported. 4 people shot at least. Craziness in Austin, Texas. All right, here's Carson Bench of the Mets getting involved. Here we go.
First, and Bench chops one. In comes Schumann. He runs into his own man. The Mets win the ball game. Carson Bench with his second walk-off RBI of the homestand. The Mets come from 4 runs down to win. They win a game they closed after 8 for the first time in 2 years. A monumental victory for the Mets as they take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees and finish a 5-1 homestand.
You know, I gotta tell you, the Yankees are fucking embarrassing, that bullpen of theirs. They gotta fix that. After starting the season 9-19, the Phillies have gone on a run and they're back over 500 after sweeping the Pirates. Anyway, going back to that Mets, you know, they were down 3 runs in the ninth and down to their last strike, pull off the 7-6 10-inning win over the Yankees. That snaps a drought of losing their last 91 games when trailing after 8 innings. Here's the home run with 2 strikes down to their last swing at Citi Field against the Yankees.
Taylor gets a first pitch breaking ball, hits it deep down the line toward the pole. It's out of here! Taylor ties the game with a 3-run homer.
Wow.
Third home run of the year for Taylor, who had nothing to show for 2 hard-hit balls in his first 2 at-bats. Jumps on the first pitch he sees from Bednar and brings the house.
Well, it brings the house down. You got that right. I mean, are you kidding me? That was huge. Here's Jose Ramirez of the Guardians.
Jose with a high drive, deep center field. TJ Friel can't get it. Jose has homered, and the Guardians continue to pound the baseball.
They are just like killing it. Yesterday, they were 6 home runs for the Guardians. This is a story I thought that was interesting, how they're handling their business in Italy. They're castrating rapists and pedophiles. So if you're convicted of rape or you're a pedophile and they bust you and convict you, they're going to castrate you. That is fantastic. Here's Salvi Perez cashing a ticket for us Sunday for the Royals.
And he drills one deep to left field. Sajaci's to the track. He's at the wall. It's gone. A solo home run for Salvador Perez.
Salvi. You gotta love it. And then here we go. Here's your boy, Burger Bomb time for the Texas Rangers.
And Jake hits that hard the other way. Down the right field line. And it is gone. Just kept it fair. And Jake Burger has given the Rangers their first lead in this series.
Yeah, and then they won for us 8-0. It was beautiful. This guy's incredible. The notorious vagrant known as Pee Poo Poo Man in his own glory. This guy's something else. He's a homeless guy who terrorized Toronto with a series of poop bucket attacks in 2019. He's struck again. He's been arrested in connection with 2 alleged assaults. He's 30. He's gross. They call him the Pee Poo Poo Man. In a indie film chronicling the crime spree, was picked up by police. 2 counts of sexual assault and indecent exposure. There was a group of women walking on a sidewalk. He approached them, made sexual advances toward one, grabbing a forearm, blah, blah, blah. Guy's a freak. He allegedly assaulted her, fled the scene. Later, a day later, followed that up by sexually assaulting another chick outside a commercial office building. This guy's notorious. You go back to 2019, he was throwing fecal matter. He was throwing liquid shit on people. Buckets of liquid shit. He would liquefy the shit and with pee. So he would piss into a bucket, mix the shit in the bucket, and then go around douching people with it. And he did it all over the place. One of the attacks outside of University of Toronto spot around midnight, he dumped a bucket filled with liquid shit all over a woman. She was absolutely horrified. Days later, he entered a school library armed with another bucket of excrement, fecal matter, liquid, and he poured it on 2 people seated at a table studying. He attacked 5 people in the same horrifying manner over 4 days, douching people with liquid shit. The pee-pee poo-poo man at it again, busted for sexual assault. Your boy, Ellie De La Cruz. We love a little Ellie sighting.
Shot the other way with some carry and some height over the big wall and gone.
That's why you make him get the fastball down.
Kaboom.
There you go. Everyone loves Ellie for some reason. Here's Bryce Harper 2 days in a row.
Fly ball, left center field. Hit pretty well. Mangum going back toward the wall. It is gone! Into the Phillies bullpen. Bryce Harper has just added to the lead. The Phillies are on top 3-0.
I mean, they literally kicked the Pirates' ass all weekend. The Pirates placed O'Hearn on the IL with a strained quad. By the way, O'Hearn has had a smoking hot bat for the Pirates all season long. He's been one of their best hitters, best run producers. He's doing it all. Now he's injured, going to be out 4 weeks. The White Sox, how about this? In their last 30 days, their offense has been lit. First in OPS, first in homers, first in RBIs, first in on-base percentage, first in slugging, and second in batting average. The Chicago White Sox, you got to be kidding me. And you saw what they did to the Cubs this weekend. All right, so is it a home ice disadvantage for tonight in Buffalo? The Sabres are 2-4 in their building. The Sabres are 5-1 on the road. The Canadians are 2-4 at the Bell Center, and they're 5-2 on the road. Game 7 tonight, as I told you, in Buffalo. Here's Austin Riley of the Braves getting the party started.
Riley lifts it in the air to deep left center. Kiss that baby. Goodbye.
They won 8-1, no problem there. Ben Rice for the Yankees. They thought they had it going.
High fly ball, right center, going back. Ewing on the track at the wall. See ya! A home run for Ben Rice. That's his 15th of the year, and the Yankees are up 1-0.
Yeah, there you go. And then they blew the game. I love this chick. This is the greatest story ever. I actually like her. This chick in Tennessee. Parents arriving at the soccer complex in the morning expected, to see their kids playing soccer, whatever. Instead, you see Capri Suns and a full-blown brunch winery setup this woman had going. 38-year-old Brittany was escorted from the game and allegedly setting up a folding patio bar beside Field 3 and selling small batches of mom juice out of a cooler during the first quarter. Witnesses said she arrived at 8:12 in the morning wearing sunglasses, a floppy beach hat, and a shirt that read, "It's called self-care, Kevin." Apparently she doesn't like her husband. She allegedly unloaded a table, 2 fake ferns, drink menu with the back of a white Tahoe powered by Pinot. She had written on the window. She was selling Cabernet for $9, mini Moscatos for $11, Pinot for $13, the Grigio childhood trauma Grigio, a ref whistle Riesling $15, a complimentary refill for any parent whose kid got put in as a goalie for character development. She had a blender, a ring light, a Venmo QR code taped to a pumpkin spice candle, a Bluetooth speaker blasting Kelly Clarkson tunes. Another parent said, their kid said, "Why does Chloe's mom have a happy hour menu next to the orange slices?" She insisted she wasn't technically selling alcohol, claimed parents were simply donating toward emotional recovery. She had punch cards. She offered a loyalty program called Sip Happens. She remained calm. She was busted. She tried to hand out one last mason jar labeled Silent Carpool Sauvignon. I love this chick. The Fireballs ended up winning the game 5-2, by the way. Can I just show you this chick? I gotta tell you, I mean, she's something else. I love that chick's mugshot. I mean, I just think she's fantastic. I think she's a great thinker and mom of the week. You can't go to a little league game or a soccer game anymore without seeing people fucked up or screaming and yelling at refs or getting in fights with other parents or screaming and yelling at the kids. But this woman didn't do any of that. She just showed up and started a fucking bar. I love that chick. That may be the story of the year for BV marketing. Here's Paul Skeens in the first inning. I always love this guy. Here we go.
Real good ones going at each other today.
And the 1-2 again. And he gets him with a changeup. Changeup again. Let's see what he does here. Well, they go with a sweeper and strike out the side.
He always does it, strikes out the side, but he got beat on Sunday and gave up a bunch of runs. Former NFL player Josh Morrow, you know this guy, played for the Arizona Cardinals. They came out with his autopsy. He died of fentanyl, cocaine, and ethanol overdose. I mean, the guy played 6'6", 290-pounder, played 8 NFL seasons. He played with the Cardinals, Giants, and Raiders. And I guess he was doing all kinds of drugs. There you go. The NHL conference final schedules are set. The East starts Thursday with the winner of this game tonight at Carolina, then Saturday, then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. They play Monday and Wednesday at the winner of tonight's game. And then they play Friday back in Carolina, Sunday at the winner of tonight's game. And then Tuesday, game 7 would be in Carolina. The West is starting Wednesday at Colorado, Friday at Colorado, Sunday and Tuesday in Vegas. Thursday in Colorado would be game 5. Game 6 Saturday in Vegas. Game 7 would be in Colorado at the Ball Arena on June 1st. They originally planned the Stanley Cup final schedule would be game 1 Thursday, June 4th, then Saturday, June 6th, Tuesday, June 9th, and Thursday, June 11th. And then Sunday would be game 5, June 14th, Wednesday, June 17th, game 6, Saturday, June 20th would be game 7. Home ice scenarios of Colorado, if they win, if Vegas, then whoever wins the East will host. The last possible day of the Stanley Cup final would be June 21st if they, have to change any of the schedules or whatever. But it's, going to go no later than June 21st. Shea Gilgeous named the MVP. He becomes just the 14th player to win back-to-back. And the U.S. won their first game at the World Championships in hockey. They got it done in their first game. They beat Great Britain 5-1. Make sure you keep an eye open for the profits, max profit plays in the community, and any prop plays, push plays that he puts up before games start. Keep an eye out for my elite plays and my profit plays in the community. We've been making you a ton of money. We already went through what we've done the last 3 weekends. We went through what we did yesterday. We went through what we did Friday to Sunday, 14-7-1. It really is unbelievable. Yesterday, another day. I went 4-1. We went 5-3 overall. All we do is keep making you fucking money. Tell your friends about Profitable.tv. There's a lot happening behind the scenes I can't tell you about, and I won't tell you about, but I just wanted to dick tease you. I love that chick serving drinks at the soccer game. I'm on her side, to be honest with you, Shay.